And then the next part is layering on the role. So I'm going to, and like I mentioned in my previous video, there's a lot of different ways that you can work with a role or use different cards to come up with a role. I'm just gonna pull one of my role cards, and these are I've just made a really big list of a bunch of different types of roles. And I'm just going to pull one of those, right? And so the idea with the role card is like we have this character, we have a little bit of their backstory, I've kind of fleshed them out a little bit. But the role points to kind of what their function or what their role is in the world that we're going to create. And like even for us in our own personal lives in different situations with different people, we might step in and out of different roles. So again, this provides a really distanced way to explore like a you, not you, and the role. So I pulled out demon. And the interesting thing about some of these roles is a demon can also be a character, right? Because you could have a mother demon, you could have a daughter demon, you could have an artistic demon. So there's a lot of different ways that the demon role could be embodied, right? But again, there's a lot of flexibility and fluidity here. Even like if I match this up with Dewey, like Dewey in whatever world or whatever exploratory space that begins to generate is a demon of some kind. And whatever that means to me in this moment, and my association and what I think demon brings up could change in different situations. So the thing about, okay, and so before I get into the demon exploration part, next is to pull the world, because these are all kind of functioning as a system, right? So like these characters are just like us, have these roles in a certain context. And so for me personally, I think it would be a little bit difficult to kind of start to think about the demon role when I don't know the context, when I don't know the world. So I'm going to go ahead and pick the world now. And I'm also going to just choose again from the river deck. Of course, you could certainly choose a different type of card. And you can also, for the world, you can really pause on that step 2 and really kind of flesh it out in terms of putting in different landmarks and really kind of building it out in whatever way that makes sense. So this is the world that I pulled from. And again, I'm using any aspect of this imagery to generate that world. And this is where this is a world that this character inhabits. And so just basically kind of thinking about things like, is the world really open? Is it really kind of like tight and constricted? Is it a safe world? Is it exposed? Is it warm or cold? Is it really busy or empty? Like I have a sense of like emptiness. There's like a lot of space here. These like little bugs are kind of away from each other. Is it natural? Is it constricted? Like what is happening in this world? Like the type of movement, right? And again, like for me, there's like this like really straight line, but also juxtaposed with these like bug creatures that like don't really move in a super straight line. What makes this world difficult to be in? For me, also these bugs look kind of big. Like if these were actually the size of bugs, they'd be like quite large. So for me personally, the bugs make the world difficult to be in, right? And so we're also kind of projecting a little bit of ourselves whenever we're interpreting these images, right? Like a little bit of our stress, right? Like I even just kind of said, naturally for me, it would be a little uncomfortable to be in a world with like bugs like this that are just very out there. They're not hiding, they're not camouflaged, they're just like loud and proud. You know, and then thinking about, does this world like welcome your character? Does it challenge them in some way? And again, bringing it back to our own selves is thinking about, where in my life does it feel like this? Is it like in a certain area, like work or a relationship or my inner state, family, a transitional moment? What area of my life, realm of my life feels like this? What about this environment feels familiar or not? And, or what part of this world feels the most true? If it could be like the littlest thing, what feels the most true? Okay, and so next is kind of now bringing in like the character and their role in this world, right? If we had like a different world, the character might have, that role might show up like differently, or they might have a different role, but we're just kind of talking about this world. So thinking about, how does this character show up, or how is this character trying to perform this role in this world?